With environmental issues becoming more pertinent, the need to be green has never been stronger. Companies and their employees have begun to incorporate green practices into their working environment. But how green are these practices in reality? Today, we will review some of the myths and you shall decide for yourself. Is our working environment really as green as we think it is? In an office, good lighting is crucial for a conducive working environment, and lights can be found almost everywhere. Employees are usually told to switch off the lights whenever they are not in use. However, is such a practice truly environmentally friendly? The operating life of fluorescent lights is affected by the number of times they are switched on and off. The more often this is done, the shorter the lifespan, and these bulbs will have to be replaced more often. This generates unnecessary waste and drains resources. So, if you will be out of a room for 15 minutes or less, you might want to consider just leaving the lights on, or you might risk causing even more harm to the environment. In some workplaces, employees print freely as they like because it's free to them. Some feel that with paper being recycled, there's less harm done to the environment. One reason why recycling is encouraged is because it saves trees. Not only that, it saves energy, as no energy is needed to produce virgin paper. But what if we told you that recycling might not be as green as you think it is? Consider this. Although the recycling of paper requires less energy than producing virgin paper, the recycling process uses fossil fuels, which are less environmentally friendly than the biofuels used in the production of virgin paper. In addition, the recycling process involves the use of caustic chemicals to remove ink from the used paper. The waste products, which include heavy metals and other chemicals, often seep into water sources and causing pollution. So, the next time you are about to use paper, think twice. Reducing or reusing are better options than recycling. Several companies such as Timberland have implemented forestry programs which involve the large-scale planting of trees. This is believed to be beneficial for the environment as trees are able to absorb carbon dioxide and trap pollutants. It sounds like a great plan, but are trees always good for the environment? The success of such forestry programs largely depend on their location. Forests far away from the equator are likely to trap heat in their dense canopies. In a snow-covered landscape, solar radiation absorbed by dark-coloured trees causes the temperature in that area to rise, which is known as the albedo effect. This could cause temperatures in these areas to increase by up to 5.5 degrees Celsius over the next 100 years. Therefore, such programs could actually contribute to global warming if implemented in the wrong places. It is therefore important to do a little research before deciding on which program to support. Air conditioning vents are a common sight in our working environment. These vents use a centralized air conditioning system which pipes cold air to all parts of the building. While such systems are commonly used, are they necessarily greener than decentralized systems? To find out, let's take a look at what an average office looks like. Assuming that there are 30 floors, only one centralized cooling unit is needed. On the other hand, if a decentralized system is used, 104 window units are required. However, it is estimated that over the course of 8 hours, the centralized system will use 2,500 kilowatt hours of energy, while the decentralized system will only use 1,000 kilowatt hours. Comparing these figures, a decentralized system seems to be a greener option. However, companies still adopt centralized systems mainly due to the lower cost of servicing and installation. When companies prioritize cost savings over the environment, how can we consider our working environment to be green? We often hear of many different ways to go green, and many people adopt these practices without realizing their real impact. Many of the green myths out there have led us to believe that our working environment is greener than it really is. Therefore, it is always important to make informed decisions, or we risk doing more harm than good to the environment.